Hello, I hope you're having a good day. So in this tutorial, I will explain how you can create dynamic FAQs for the Shopify product pages. This is one of the most discussed thing in the Shopify community because when you develop a store, when especially the clothing store, you want to add the FAQs, but for some categories or for some products, the FAQs are different. For example, if you're selling t-shirts, you are selling pants, obviously the FAQs will be different. So in the past, when what I do for my clients, I used to create separate product templates for them, and then they can change the FAQs separately for each template in the theme customization. But that was a lengthy process and it was time taking, and also it was expensive product, because if you are developing a store, if you have hired someone to develop the store, he would charge additional for this FAQ thing. So recently, for the past few years, Shopify has introduced the concept of Meta Objects, and due to this one, this whole procedure has become super easy, and there is no complexity involved. I have already a separate video on the concept of Meta Objects. Make sure to check that out on my YouTube channel. You will have a clear idea of why it is so important. For this tutorial, I will be going straight forward on how you can create the dynamic FAQs, and then how you can assign them to your product pages. So let's start the tutorial. So the first thing you have to is to you have to click on content, and you have to find the thing name as Meta Objects. I already have created the Meta Objects. So again, I'm repeating, if you don't have the concept of Meta Objects, you can watch my other video. But if you just want to follow the tutorial, you don't need to understand the concept. You can just follow along the tutorial and the process would be done. You will get the FAQ, dynamic FAQ functionality in any way, so you don't have to grab the concept deeply. So you have to click on definition for the Meta Objects, and I will add the definition of FAQ. Okay, and then I will add the field, like I will add the two fields. So the first one would be single line, and this is the question. This would be question, and the other would be answer. So it will be multi-line. Okay, and then you have to click on add. Okay, so you have to click on save. After you click on save, you have to add the entries. So currently I will only add 3 entries. You can add like 100 entries, you can add 50 entries, so there is no limit. If you see any limit, you can contact the Shopify support, but till now there is no limit for this one. Okay, so I will add some sample entries because I can't add like 100 entries for just for the tutorial. Okay, so let me do some 2 entries and then pause the video, and I will add the remaining one later on. Okay, I'll add just one entry, question and the answer. So this is one entry actually. Question and answer is one entry. Okay, so let's add another entry. So as you can see, this is FAQ, and we already have added one entry. So let's add the second one. So this is like I'm creating a cluster, I'm creating a container in which I will put all the FAQs. Like if I want to use 100 FAQs for my store, I will create a cluster, and then once I created that cluster, I can reuse it for any product page I want. So this is really dynamic approach, that you don't have to create the FAQs separately for each product. Just create the FAQs on one place, and once you want to use it, and in the future if you want to use that FAQ, you can use it very easily. So it is dynamic and you can reuse it again and again. So let's add another entry. So once you follow this tutorial, all the ambiguities will be covered. So how I know my correct size. So let me add 2 more entries and pause the video then. Okay, I have added the 4 entries, and one thing I want to make clear, that if you want to change the field style, like if you want the uh, rich text layout, you can also do it. But for my tutorial, I am using the multi text layout. Okay, I'm talking about the definition of FAQ. Like I have used single line text and multi line text. You can also use a rich text. Okay, so this is optional thing. So we have added 4 entries. Like I can add as much entries I want. Now I have to make an idea in my head that how much FAQs would be maximum in my product page. Like I would think like I would maximum add 4 FAQs for the product page, and these FAQs could be different for product A. These FAQs could be different for product B. So once you have an idea, like you want to create 10 FAQs for the products or 4 FAQs, you have to create that number of meta fields in the backend. Okay, so if you want to increase, like in the future you want you have an idea like you want to increase the number of FAQs on the product page, you have to increase the meta fields as well. Entries doesn't matter. Okay, so we have to go into the settings now, and then we have to go to custom data. I hope I'm making sense of the all the stuff. Once this thing is done, you will have a clear idea what I'm referring to. So you will have to click on product, because you want to add FAQs on the product page. If you want to add them on another page, you can do it. You can click on page meta field. Okay, so once click on add definition, and then it could be like QA1. I will add a question QA1, and for the type I will select a meta object. Okay, and then for the reference it would be FAQs, and this is the reference. So you have to create like 4 meta fields. So one meta field I have created. Let me pause the video and just create the meta fields. So I've created 4 meta fields, and the process is similar. I've just created the object type as the meta object. Okay, so 4 meta fields have been created. So we have to assign that meta fields to the products. Okay, so let's go into the products, and then let's select this one, running t-shirt man summer I silk thin top. So I've selected this product. So meta fields would already be there in the product. We just have to assign the reference, we just have to assign the value to that meta fields. Okay, so this is how the whole process works. So you go into the product B, and you have to assign the value that you want to assign to that product. Okay, entries have been already created in the backend. Okay, in the meta objects. So as you can see, we have 4 meta fields: QA1, QA2, QA3, QA4. So it is not necessary to fill all the meta fields. Like for this product I just want to add 3 FAQs. For the other product I just want to add 2 FAQs. For the third product I want to add 4 FAQs. So it's up to me. Okay, so to fill all the fields is not necessary. So for QA1 I will select the entry, how do I care for my garments. Okay, and I will add just 2 FAQs for this. How what is your return policy? Okay, that's it. So there would be 2 FAQs now. So I will open the theme customization now, because I have to create the collapsible section and then assign these FAQs. So I'm in the theme customization right now, and I've just opened the product to which I have assigned the meta fields entries, meta objects entries actually. So actually these both terms just intermix sometimes, but meta object is like a container, meta field is just a simple value. Okay, so I've selected this product, and just I will go down to add the section, something like here. Okay, yes, so I'll create on add section, and then I will click on collapsible content. So collapsible content has been created. The heading would be like the heading would be FAQs. Okay, and the heading should be center or left. Okay, so we want 2 FAQs for this product, as we already assigned the entry. So just delete this one, or you can add it. If you want to add some more data for this product, you can add it, but we will just focus on meta objects. So just click on collapsible row 1, and you can change the icon, that's up to you, but I'm happy with it. You just have to click this one, not this one, not this one. So I will show you the actual magic that about the meta objects. You just have to click on connect dynamic source, and then you have to click on like QA1, QA2. So we assigned QA1 and QA2, so you just have to click on QA1, So how do I care for my gum? I don't have to manually add this one. Okay, so it has added automatically because we already assigned QA1 value in this product meta field. You can just reverse the video, rewind the video, and you will have an idea. So for instance, if I just try to add the QA3, it won't have any value. Okay, so as you can see, there is no value because we don't have assigned any value to this one. So we will change the value to something like added meta field. Sorry, so we have to change. Have to change like sorry, I have to replace from here. Okay, so QA2, and once I replace, as you will see, automatically the FAQs data has been extracted. So that's how the things work. Let's try it on some other product, and this time I will assign 4 FAQs for it. Okay, so the process is similar. Just go into any product like casual shirts, loose cotton men t-shirt. So this is the product I want to assign 4 FAQs for this one, not 2. So 4, and I have the choice. I can assign any FAQs I want. So currently I have 4 entries, so I will assign all the entries for this product. So QA1, it would be the first entry should be how do I care for my garment, and the second one should be how do I care, yes, extend policy, and then like you can say how do you select size, and then ethically made, and then click on save. Now I will open this product in the theme customization. Okay, and let it be saved. So I will open this product in the theme customization. So let it be open, and we will scroll down to see if it is extracting it correctly or not. So QA1, it is already extracting the QA1 reference because we have already assigned the value. And for the third and fourth one, I will just hover over it, and we had to add another collapsible row, and then this one. So sorry, it's multiple rows. So you have to click on like third row. So again, sorry, and then you just have to click on click dynamic source, and then you have to click on QA3, and it will automatically fetch the data, the question and the answer. Okay, you don't have to write question and answer yourself. So as you can see, it has already extracted question and answer for this heading and row content. So let's go for the collapsible row, and let's just select itself. And as you can see, we have successfully extracted the 4 entries of these FAQs. I hope the whole concept is clear how you can create this dynamic FAQ, and trust me, this is the most easiest method to create this dynamic layout. All the other layouts are complex, and obviously they are not 100% correct. There is chance of an error, but this method, this is 100% correct, and I have tested multiple times. There is no issue. But still, if you face an issue and if you think this is not 100% correct, you can leave your queries in the comment. I will reply back to each and every comment, and I will try to resolve all your queries. Thank you very much.